Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jojo Sebastian here at TV1 Australia. And of course, welcome to MSTV as well. And of course, here's my co-host, Miss Maryrose Salubre.
Thank you, Jojo Sebastian. Oh my gosh, you're such an amazing person.
Not as amazing
Thank
as you. Maryrose,
Yes.
thank you for guesting me here at MSTV. And I would like to just ask you, what is the purpose of this show today?
The purpose of the show is actually to launch the brand of Sassy Co. Sassy Co is a sustainable brand and pre-loved clothing. So, yeah, it's fantastic.
What we want to concentrate with the Sassy Co brand is to promote using pre-loved and repurposed clothing out there, because I know that we want to do our bit to help out the environment that's having a lot of things happening at the moment. So in doing this with the Sassy Co brand, we are actually promoting sustainability.
Correct. So we're trying to encourage the queens, the kings, anyone out there to actually purchase from us, because we are trying to give back something to the society and something that we can, like an environmental friendly.
Correct.
That's the encouragement out there.
Excellent. Now, in any project, it won't take off without the assistance of our community members, and especially those ones who are actually very, very in tune with the environment.
Correct.
And that's when the ambassadors, Sassy and Company ambassadors, was selected, right?
Correct. Fantastic. You are also one of the ambassadors. You know that.
Yes,
right?
I am.
Yes.
But it's a great project, and that's why I said yes. And now we have the opportunity to meet the February ambassadors for Sassy Co.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guests.
Yes. And we have first, I would like to ask you first.
Okay.
What do you think? You've tried and you had a photo shoot earlier. How do you feel about it, that knowing that you contributed something towards the...
Well, actually having to reuse and repurpose clothes is nothing new to me. I've done it since I was young. I love going to Salvation Army and different. Well, I like going to different pre-op shop wherein I can buy clothes that I can wear and still give it a new life. So it's something that I've done a lot.
It's fantastic because, I feel sometimes, I think some of the queens would probably feel so shy to even visit Salvation Army.
Or something of that type, of clothing.
From the past, I would love to shop there. It's not just you save money, you help those underprivileged people out there. So because, remember, it's a charity.
Yeah.
What do you think is your advice for these queens and kings out there to visit Salvation Army?
Well, visiting a pre-op shop out there, I think it's a great idea, because you're not just, like you mentioned, not helping the environment, but you're also helping a lot of charity. But in this instance as well, there is a lot of things, a lot of find. So myself, I collect brooches, and I find there's so much interesting brooches out there that I would like to get my hands on in a pre-op shop. So that's also my way of helping the community and helping the environment at the same time.
That's great.
But you know what? I would be really interested on our guests here to ensure that they have their say on what makes them say yes to being an ambassador. Of course, I would like to introduce our very first beautiful ambassador, Miss Robbie Canner.
Robbie Canner is also the Miss Universal World Australia. So tell us about that, Robbie.
Well, World Universal is a fabulous pageant for ladies 25 years and over. And it's all about being you, and pretty much about our repurposed clothing.
Yes.
It's about being you and what you find within yourself. And we have that in March, and I just feel that being a part of World Universal, bringing in Sassy Co, I just think fabulous connection.
Yes.
And everything is for a purpose, about being beautiful within ourselves.
The purpose of your pageant and is such a beautiful thing, and which ties in with the ambassador. Now, being chosen as an ambassador, what made you say yes? And you've done a lot of repurposing of your clothes before, but in saying that, what stands out the most for you in doing this kind of project?
I think also as being a model, both here and I model in New York, I think being with Sassy Co this is fantastic. Like last week I was in Hobart and I was modelling and judging down there, and I walked into a Sassy Co shop in Hobart.
Wow.
I went right through, I must have spent 2 hours with repurposed clothing.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And then I thought about my position here with Sassy Co, and I went, it can't get any better. And also, as we grow within our pageant modelling fields, we do have gowns and we do have outfits that we no longer have a purpose for.
Yes.
Sassy Co, and the reason why I love, mind you, shopping at St Vincent's, St Vinny's, love going in, and it's just about the giving back and being a part of sustainability, which is just so important in today's life.
And you know, it's such a beautiful thing. Thank you so much, Robbie. We have our beautiful Trinity.
Trinity Dawson. I love the name. Sweetheart, you're 13 years old and you almost conquered the world. You went to New York, you have the fashion show. You're also the Miss Teen Australasia Universal. You just recently been crowned. So what is your vision and what's the next project that you are planning to do?
Well, with one of my friends, Emmy, I'm soon thinking of having a clothing business.
Yes.
So that will probably come out soon, but with COVID it's been really hard. But yeah, we've been working on that.
Yes.
And I have lots of projects with her, so there will be lots of stuff coming up with my friend Emmy. So yeah.
And you have something coming up, like when we go to Manila's Best Dress. Obviously you're walking to that runway, right? That you are going to visit one of the orphanage in Cebu. Is that true, what I'm hearing?
Yes, I want to support all the children over there, even if it's just a simple thing of getting them clothes or like getting them some supplies for school or just stuff like that to just help them over there with everything.
Beautiful. Being a millennial, repurposing your clothes and whatnot, what do you find very enjoyable with this?
Well,
Do you like to dress up or anything of that
You
sort?
love the clothing that you wore earlier?
oh yes, all the clothes were so...
Amazing. She wants to take it home.
No, but that's a great way to introduce it to the millennials, because you know a lot of people think that we're just not wanting to teach our kids, but we would like, as you know, we're older and we like to repurpose our clothes, and I know for a fact that you like to repurpose clothes as well because you love fashion shows and stuff like that, and you like to walk and you like to dress up. And when I was younger, I like dressing up with my dad's clothes. So that's a great thing, you know. You want to
Sassy
enjoy
Co.
with that. Yeah, that's with the Sassy Co. Beautiful. All right.
That's
Up
great.
next,
Yes, we have Jasmine. How are you, Jasmine?
Good.
So what are you up to lately? Aside from school, you have brothers and sisters. What is your activity so far? What do you do?
I'm going to Melbourne because I'm doing modelling,
Wow.
and Maryrose invited me.
beautiful.
Yes, that's great. And any charities so far that you're helping your sister with?
Yeah, I did a Trinity charity. So we raised a lot of money, and then we gave it to people who needed it the most.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, as a young kid, you know that we would love to encourage you to reuse and give new purpose to clothes that we were using earlier. What do you think of that? You think it's a good thing, or
Really good.
why do you think it's a good thing?
Because
Your mommy doesn't have to spend so much money in a shop.
Yeah, there you go. And you're able to have fun with clothes, right?
Correct. And photo shooting, right? And TV filming as well. It's good to be an ambassador, right? Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have Rukeshma. Rukeshma is also the finalist of the Miss Universal World 2021, which is happening in March. So tell us, what is your preparation with that, Rukeshma?
Yes, first of all, I'm really privileged to be in this first ever pageant.
Yes.
And yes, preparation's really underway at the moment, from buying our ball gowns to the different outfits that we have to wear for interviews or cocktails. So it's really been fun time, not just buying the clothes, but also the shoes and the accessories.
Yes.
So yeah, a lot of preparation is underway at the moment.
In hindsight, what purpose, because I know, being in pageantry, there's always a purpose that you would like to advocate for. And if you're given now, I would like to ask you, what would your advocacy would be?
My advocacy has always been empowering women, and no matter which background or what age group you are from, there's always a place for women to showcase their skills, and pageants is one of the areas where you can showcase your skills.
Yes.
I also do a bit of modeling, and
And in connection with the Sassy and Co being an ambassador, how do you tie this to things in empowering women?
Now, with Sassy and Co, as we know that it is recycled or pre-loved clothing, and I think with pageants and fashion shows, we women are always looking for outfits to wear, and this is actually a cheap way as well to save money, and also because it's an online pre-loved clothing brand. Some people are actually a bit skeptical about going into an op shop, and here on an online platform, nobody really knows where you're buying from.
Yes.
So it is quite good for women to feel, that they can buy it from somewhere. And wearing these outfits actually makes you feel good, and that's
Beautiful.
part of empowerment.
We're actually trying to encourage all those beauty queens and kings that to those clothes that you don't need, you can actually donate it to the Sassy and Co. We gonna dry clean it, give it everything,
life.
a new life.
Breathe.
Give it a life, and we can, of course, it's mutual benefit when you think about it. We get it free, but we also spend money to clean, and at the same time we resell it in a very affordable way to whoever out there to.
Correct.
It's like an input towards the environment. So it's a win-win situation when you think about it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And we have our beautiful...
Yeah, Natasha, last but not the least, sweetheart. I've seen you have a pet. Is it a koala that you adopted? Am I right? So tell us about your little pet.
It's a girl and it's called Koala Tasha.
Yes.
I love it because it has my first name.
Oh,
I love
that's
that.
beautiful. My goodness. Yeah, you're a Trinity Bees model as well. And how do you juggle from school at this age and modeling at the same time? How do you fit in that time? Do you have time to play?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh my gosh, you gotta blame your mother for this. No, I'm kidding.
You know what? Did you learn anything earlier on the shoot during what you can wear and repurpose? Probably your sister, you guys can hand-me-downs and stuff like that. I have a lot of hand-me-downs. Do you repurpose your clothing with your sister? You switch and stuff like that?
Swap.
You borrow each other's clothes? Ah, that's so good.
You get a good chance because she's bigger. I don't think she's got a chance for you.
There is, but you know what? It's such a beautiful program and mission to be able to give new life not only for the clothes that we don't want to wear anymore, and provide that, give the community the opportunity to actually purchase that through online or in a shop, and it's also great to do our bit for the community, for the environment.
Yeah, Robbie as well. I want to plug that she has her own advocacy, and this is regarding to your son. Would you like to tell the audience about that? Like elaborate a little bit more, because I think it's a very heartbreaking for me when I first met you. I think you are a wonderful woman, and that you've done so much in the community.
Very strong
Please
woman.
give us a.
I lost my son 10 years ago to cancer. He was 22 years old. He was Qantas pilot, extremely intelligent, child, gorgeous kid. He was also a model. And, you know, about 2 years after he passed, I decided it was probably my time now to go and join him. So I did actually Google on basically how to commit suicide.
Wow.
And for some reason across the screen came this pageant in Australia, and I went,
Yeah.
why not?
Yes.
You know, pick yourself up, go do something for yourself.
Yes.
And that was my first pageant, which I came runner-up. I went back and had another go the year later, and I won the Australian title of Global United, which sent me to Minneapolis. I actually took out the international title and then was invited to represent Australia in the Miss World pageant.
Yes, yes.
And at the grand young age of 60, I beat 27 countries and I took out the title. So since then, my life's been a bit crazy with media, television, now Sassy Co, now becoming a director.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But every day my son is with me, and I think my life has become repurposed.
Yes, there is a purpose.
Same as Sassy Co.
Yes.
And I think what it does, it gives us all a vision, and I know it just has people sit back and go, wow,
Yes.
we are out there, we are here for a reason, keep going
yes.
and keep building.
Yes.
Yeah, what an inspiring story. You know, a story of from being beaten to actually rising and becoming a phoenix. What a beautiful story.
Yeah, and I love it because it gives me the opportunity to have these, like my kids, I'm
Yeah.
like their grandmother, and
To
you
show
know,
them,
it's-
and
it's
give them the right
wonderful.
purpose and the right direction.
Correct.
And that's a
Any
beautiful thing.
advice to those moms out there, parents who lost their children, to not to do the same thing as what you thought from the very beginning? What advice would you like to give them?
Look, those days, they're tough, and if you think you're going to get over it, like I was on interview with Andrew Denton, and he asked the same question. And to think you're ever going to get over it, no, you won't. And to think it's going to get easier, no, it won't. And I think once you realise nothing's ever going to be simple in your life again, you say, well, how can I make that easier for me?
Yes.
And that's what I did. And I love being an advocate to say, everyone say it's going to get better. Well, it won't. Realise this, and this is what you have to take on board.
Yes.
And then here we are, very, very honoured and proud of myself, and for everybody else doing the same thing. You can be where I am, you can be where we all are.
You know,
Love it.
You know what? Such a beautiful people, Robbie. You're such an inspiring person. We have a lot of stories with our ambassadors, Sassy Co Ambassadors, but
We have the fun time.
Let's go on to the lighter side. And
Yes.
thank you so much for giving us your story
Yes.
and why we are here for Sassy Co
Yes.
Ambassador.
So now we have the magazine.
We would like
cover.
to, so what we're going to do now is play a game. So what it is that we're going to give you a theme.
Yes.
A theme, for example, but you are going to be a magazine cover. So
Yes.
that would be the theme title and then magazine, and you're going to give us 3 poses.
Yes.
Okay, fun poses. And those 3 fun poses will be taken. So you're going to do the first pose. I'm going to say click, second pose, and then click, and then the third pose. Okay?
Yes.
So who do we need to start with?
Or we can start with Robbie if you want. Okay,
You want to start with Robbie?
Yes.
All right.
Right.
All right, let me call on the queen.
Yes.
Can you stand up for me, queen? All right, so you are going to be the cover of Vampire magazine. All right, first pose. Second pose. Vampire magazine. Wow, very elegant.
Love it.
Third pose. Vampire magazine. There you go. Who can resist that beautiful, beautiful poses? Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie for Vampire magazine.
Yes. And
Up
the
next,
next one is Trinity.
Trinity.
Dawson, you can
Would you like
also-
to stand right here?
Yes.
All right.
It's gonna be fun.
All right. So what magazine are we making her a cover of?
Probably the poodle.
Poodle Magazine.
Poodle magazine. Can you do a poodle magazine?
All right.
First style, first pose.
First pose. Just right, straight right there.
Poodle, would it be like a puppy or something, right? The puppy poodle?
Dog magazine.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's up to you. You can be holding a puppy or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, ready, set.
Graciously.
First pose. 1, 2, 3. Second pose. And a third pose. Very elegant still.
Still very
what
elegant.
a beautiful young
Yes.
lady. You go ahead and sit
All
down.
right, then
Thank
we'll
you so
call
much.
Jasmine.
But you know what? It's so cute.
Yes, very cute. Poodle.
She's
She's
just,
very
she's just
poodly.
running
Yes.
about. All right,
Yes.
let's
So
call
we have
on
Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Yes, come here.
Stand right
sweetheart.
here.
Yes.
So you're going
Oh,
to
should
be...
we call the sister as well so they can
Yeah,
interact with each other?
of course.
Come on, sweetheart. Natasha and Jasmine.
All right.
Here we
So
go.
what we're gonna do is make you covers of
The Whopper time.
Hamburger Magazine.
Hamburgers. Eating.
So eating, okay? So
Yes.
fast food magazine.
Yes.
All right. Look at there. 5, 4. First pose. Second pose.
Second pose.
And the third pose.
Very
Oh,
cool.
see, from hungry eating now to
So
delicious.
happy.
All right. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so
And,
much, children.
Up next, we
We
got...
have Rukeshma.
All right.
All right. So, and
We're
your
gonna make you a
magazine
cover
pose,
of
the cats, the
Cat
cat
Magazine.
woman. Yes. So,
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cat Magazine, first pose. She's really, really... Second pose. And third pose. You know, to think about it, it's not. Thank you so much, Rukeshma. It's not really easy to develop poses when they're actually telling you
Yes.
what the theme is. Normally, you know, we stand there, we look our part, and that's about it. But this actually magazine challenge or modeling challenge, making us think of what we need to do, right? So I'm not gonna say I've never done it in front of my mirror,
yes.
but we'll leave it at that. Okay.
Are you gonna get away with murder?
I'm trying to get.
I'm gonna give you a good one as a magazine pose. You have to. I'm gonna give you
None of those Michael.
exceptional one.
What?
Can you be a Superman magazine pose then?
Superman magazine pose.
Superman.
Okay.
Show me the abs.
First pose.
First pose. Whoa, taking off.
Second pose. Oh, that's easy.
Oh, right. See. Third and last pose.
Third pose. Oh, I want to fly, but you know.
Oh, fantastic,
Thank
Jojo.
you. Thank you so much.
So that's a wrap with our ambassadors of February, the first ambassadors. So congratulations,
Sets of
ladies.
ambassadors. Thank you so
And
much.
gentlemen, the
Thank you so
king.
much for inviting us, and thank you so much for giving us the purpose of helping out the community, right, Robbie? And Sassy and Co. If you guys want to, please support Sassy and Co. And let's watch out who's going to be the next ambassadors.
March
Again,
ambassadors.
this is TV1 with Jojo Sebastian,
And Maryrose
and with
Salubre.
your Sassy and Co ambassadors.
Ambassadors.
See you later.
See ya.